So now students, we are going to revise the second chapter of the book First Flight, that is A Long Walk to Freedom by Nelson Mandela. This chapter, if you remember that this chapter is an autobiography of Nelson Mandela. In this, he has cited his experience and his thought when he attained freedom for his countrymen and became the first black president of South Africa. In this chapter, Nelson Mandela has cited about the incidents or his struggle for freedom for his people, and when he was swearing in as the first president of South Africa, how he felt and what thoughts came to his mind while he was swearing in as the president of South Africa on 10th May 1994. At the time of his swearing, two national anthems were sung. He wished that freedom in Africa should reign. The swearing in ceremony took place in the lovely sandstone amphitheatre in Pretoria. He addressed the rainbow gathering with a zest, telling that never, never, and never again should it be that that beautiful land would experience the oppression of one by another. He wished that freedom in Africa should reign. The army officials who could have caught and put him in a jail before was saluting him to pay respect to the newly born democracy. The two national anthems were sung at the time of his swearing in ceremony. He recalls back the history and pays homage to the national martyrs who sacrificed their lives for the sake of their motherland. He tells about the martyrs who were men of extraordinary courage and wisdom and generosity. That's why he pays homage to the national martyrs who sacrificed their lives for the sake of their motherland. The country of South Africa is rich in minerals and gems, but according to Nelson Mandela, the greatest wealth of the country is its people. He tells that no one is born hating another person because of the color of his skin or his background or his religion. If people learn to hate, they can be taught to love too. He talks that man's goodness is a flame that can be hidden but never exhausted. He also talks about the twin obligations, obligation towards his family and obligation towards his nation. While discharging his duties, he found that he was not free. Hence, he joined African National Congress and fought for the freedom of his country. He well knew about the oppressor must be liberated, but just as surely as the oppressed. The oppressor and the oppressed are alike are robbed of their humanity. This was the thinking of Nelson Mandela. He mentions that the need to free the oppressor is as high as that of the oppressed because the oppressor is bounded by the shackles of hatred. He has the weight of all the people who he has tormented, for he carries the curses of all of their families for taking away someone else's freedom and making them a prisoner. He becomes a prisoner of biasness. Thus, he is robbed of his humanity and need to be freed. That is, according to him, the oppressor is as much a prisoner as he oppressed. As soon as the former robs the oppressed of their freedom, he himself gets robbed of his humanity. Thus, the oppressor too is not free, according to Nelson Mandela. So you can say that this chapter is an extract from the autobiography of Nelson Mandela, the first black president of South Africa. Excerpts from Long Walk to Freedom include description of the inauguration ceremony, citation from his speech, his journey to being a freedom fighter, the struggle, along with a tribute to the other freedom fighters and countless other people who fought for their freedom. In South Africa, a brutal practice named apartheid was followed. Apartheid refers to the discrimination between people on the basis of their race. It was one of the most brutal societies where dark skinned people were deprived of their basic rights. This lesson gives us an overview as how Nelson Mandela, along with others, carved their way to a society where there will be no discrimination on the basis of their color, caste, race, age, or gender. His struggle is very much similar to our great national leader, Mahatma Gandhi, who also fought for the freedom of his countrymen. I hope now you remember the story. So now let's move on to the next chapter.